She was a great little girl. She had the most beautiful smile. I mean, it would light up the room. She was just a gorgeous little girl.
She was just an amazing sister. So one time we were just playing in the hallway over there, and we were just chucking markers back and forth, and she just kept chucking markers at me and hit me everywhere. It was just so fun.
We reached out to the doctors initially. They told us it was a developmental delay, would rectify itself over time. Seeing that there was no progress being made in the therapy that my daughter was going through, we reached out to the doctors again and said there's got to be something else that's going on. And we went to meet with the doctors, and they said it's cerebral palsy. She may or may not walk without a limp in the future, but she would walk. However, based on the diagnosis that we were given and the expectation of the outcome, she started to get worse. We met with doctors at DuPont. She went through a battery of tests, and we received the devastating news that she had metachromatic leukodystrophy on Christmas Eve of 2012.
I just remember sitting in the hospital room, and when they told us about metachromatic leukodystrophy, I was just looking at the doctors, and we asked, what's the treatment options? And when they shared that there was no treatment options, you become numb. It doesn't feel real. The whole world just kind of stops for that minute. You don't have anything or anyone to help you. How can you have a 2.5-year-old that there's nothing you can do?
She loved to be outside. She was losing some of her senses, her ability to walk, her ability to talk. One thing that she didn't lose was her ability to hear. So we wanted to try to create something that would benefit her while she was with us, and then something that we could remember her by after she had left us. So Lauren had come up with the idea of creating a garden with a gazebo so that during that time when we were holding Loie, we could continue to be outside with her, and she could hear the water from the water fountain. She could hear the birds, but it was something that we wanted her to be out to feel the breeze across her face, to be able to listen and hear what was going on, and more of a calming thing. After Loie had passed in January of 2014, we received correspondence from Maria, who had discussed or mentioned that she had an idea with respect to the creation of this center that would look to help or be a resource for children and families in the future for leukodystrophy, because up until that point, nothing had existed.
All the doctors would come to your child. So when you would go to the hospital, you would be able to see multiple doctors at once. And it may be an all-day visit, but that means you're only at the hospital for one day. And that, to a parent with a child with leukodystrophy, is almost like all of your prayers have been answered, because it is so hard. And then they would develop a treatment plan to have a place where you could go and see all of these doctors. They could really come together, devise a plan for your child, the whole child.
And the amount of resources available to the families and the children today is it's night and day. But it's only the beginning. There's a lot of hope, but there's still a lot more to do.